Have you ever wondered why some women just can't stop thinking about a man, even when he doesn't chase, doesn't beg, and doesn't try too hard? Why do some men haunt a woman's mind long after the relationship ends, while others are forgotten like yesterday's news? The answer isn't magic, it's a deep psychology. There's something raw, emotional, and primal that drives female desire, and once you understand it, you'll see the world differently. In this video, we'll break down how women get addicted to men, not through manipulation or cheap tricks, but through a powerful understanding of female nature, longing, and lust. This is about energy, presence, and timeless human psychology. Whether you're trying to keep a woman's interest, build unshakable connection, or simply understand why some men leave a permanent imprint, this is the truth you've been missing. Welcome to the deep end of desire. Let's begin. Number 1. The mystery trigger. Why emotional curiosity hooks her deep. There's something irresistible about a man she can't fully figure out. When a woman can predict everything about you, her brain loses interest. But when you keep her wondering just a little, you tap into her deepest need, emotional curiosity. Psychologically, the female brain is wired for connection, but not just surface level. It seeks depth, layers, meaning. When you reveal just enough to be intriguing, yet withhold just enough to remain mysterious, her mind fills in the blanks. She starts thinking about you in between moments, at red lights, in the shower, late at night. This mental replay creates dopamine surges, and dopamine is the neurotransmitter of addiction. The trick isn't to be cold, it's to be unpredictable in a controlled way. You show her warmth one moment, then space the next, not to play games, but to create emotional rhythm. Just like a song needs both notes and silence, attraction needs both connection and space. Remember, women don't fall for men who give them everything. They fall for the ones who make them feel something unpredictable. The more emotionally curious she feels, the deeper she dives. This is how mystery becomes magnetic, and magnetic becomes addiction. Number 2, the masculine energy she can't resist. Calm, grounded, unshakable. There is one type of man women remember forever, the man who remains unmoved in the chaos. Not emotionally dead, but deeply centered. In a world where most men are reacting, over-explaining, or trying too hard to impress, the grounded man stands out. Women are emotional creatures not because they are weak, but because they are wired to feel deeply. And in that emotional current, they crave an anchor, a presence that calms their storms. That anchor is masculine energy, the kind that speaks few words, holds strong eye contact, and isn't easily rattled. This isn't about being aloof or robotic. It's about showing that your value is internal, not determined by her reaction. A woman gets addicted to this kind of energy because it gives her emotional safety while igniting raw desire. When she feels safe in your presence, yet challenged by your intensity, you become the rare paradox she can't let go of. She'll test you, provoke you, even push your buttons. Not because she wants chaos, but because she's unconsciously checking to see if you'll break your center. Don't break it, stay still. Let her storm pass. Because when she sees that your mood doesn't rise and fall with hers, that's when she'll fall completely. The man who owns his emotions becomes the man who owns her mind. Number 3, the power of delayed gratification. Craving is more addictive than having. One of the biggest psychological truths is this: we don't get addicted to what we have. We get addicted to what we almost have. The space between desire and fulfillment, that's where obsession lives. Women, like men, are wired for the chase, but in a more subtle, emotional way. When you give everything too soon, attention, validation, intimacy, you kill the suspense. You remove the buildup. But when you master the art of timing, you amplify her hunger. You let her feel the anticipation, the buildup, the emotional tension. This creates powerful neurological bonds. Dopamine spikes every time she imagines you, every time you delay responding, every time she has to wait just a little. But here's the secret: you don't tease to manipulate, you tease to create meaning. The best meals are slow cooked. The best moments in movies are the ones we wait for. Likewise, the best emotional connections are forged in patience and pacing. Every time you don't rush, you send a message. You are not desperate. You are selective. You are in control. And that confidence, that's what makes her crave you more than anything. She'll replay your words, reread your texts, fantasize about what's next. And just like that, she's hooked. Number 4, the emotional mirror. She falls for how she feels around you. At the end of the day, women don't fall in love with men. They fall in love with how they feel around them. That's the most powerful psychological truth of all. You can have the looks, the money, the charm, but if she feels insecure, unseen, or unworthy around you, she won't stay. But if you make her feel valued without being worshipped, challenged without being criticized, and safe without being boring, she won't just like you. She'll become addicted to the feeling you create inside her. Be the man who sees her depth, not just her beauty. The man who listens with presence, who speaks with intention, and who acts with purpose. When you mirror her emotions, not by agreeing with everything, but by being emotionally attuned, you become a sanctuary in a chaotic world. Here's the truth. Women are emotional processors. When they feel emotionally charged around you, they attach that feeling to you. You become the source of a high, the place of peace, the reason for her smile, and that emotional anchoring, that's the root of her longing. When you master how she feels in your presence, you become unforgettable. She won't know why she keeps thinking about you, but you will, because it's not about who you are, it's about how you make her feel. Conclusion. So how do women get addicted to men? Not through shallow tricks, not through fake confidence, and certainly not through begging for attention. They get addicted through emotion, through energy, through presence. They crave the mystery that pulls them in. They respect the masculine stillness that doesn't chase. They desire the delayed gratification that builds craving. And they fall in love with the emotional reflection of themselves they feel in your presence. This is the psychology of female nature. Deep, instinctual, timeless. And when you master these truths, you stop trying to impress and start creating impact. If this resonated with you, don't let this moment fade. Subscribe now, drop your thoughts in the comments, and share this with someone who needs to hear it. The more men who understand this truth, the less we need games, and the more we build real, powerful connections. Remember, it's not about being perfect. It's about being intentional, grounded, and unforgettable. Stay sharp, stay stoic, and let your presence do the talking.